All right, everyone, in this short little video, I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough of how you can optimize your local plumbing business. If you have a website set up already, and if you don't, you could still get some value from this. So without further ado, for those of you that don't know me, this is me. You could find me through that link there, Luis Cota, SEO Consultant. You could see some of the results I've driven. You could see that I help increase organic traffic, expand into new markets, reduce customer acquisition cost, yada, yada, yada. And then you can see some of my glowing reviews there, which can vouch for me. So I know what I'm talking about. But let's say you own a plumbing business and you want to drive more traffic to it. You want to get more phone calls, more leads, etc. In this case, we're going to use a local example here in my area, just for example purposes, just so other people and businesses can, get some inspiration and ideas for it. So I've heard of this website called Waterway Plumbing in Tucson, Arizona. Right off the bat, we can see that inside their page title, which is this section here, the one that's highlighted blue or purple now, since I clicked on it, that's the page title. We only have the brand name, so the company name. But if people want to find their services, they're probably going to type in Tucson Plumber, Tucson Plumbing Services, and we could see people are running ads, local service ads, and driving more business that way. But for this example, we're going to stick to what I specialize in, which is search engine optimization. And we could see that there are websites being found inside the Google Map Pack, which is this area here. Another great way to drive more business. And we're going to touch on how to get found there as well. But we could see this competitor here, TucsonPlumbing.com, is using Tucson Plumbing Services, drain cleaning in Tucson. Cummings Plumbing, the best plumber in Tucson, that being a keyword, plumbing in Tucson, Arizona. Local Tucson plumber, these are all keywords. And so if we go to this website here, this one, we could see that if we use a tool like Detailed, we only are currently optimized for their brand name, meaning people who have already used their services will know about them, but new people who don't know about their website brand or company name can't find them unless they know their name. And so a good idea to improve the relevancy of their website to get found for really important and transactional keyword terms like Tucson Plumber, Tucson Plumbing Services, is to literally include that in the page title. So if I was them and I wanted to keep things really simple, I would literally just add something like Tucson Plumbing Services, or if that doesn't align well with my brand, or let's use a SEMrush to verify the data. Tucson Plumber, Tucson Plumbing. I'm just deriving some ideas here to kind of get an understanding of what people are searching for the most. We could see that Tucson Plumbing, Tucson Plumber are really popular. But if I wanted to go for an easier term, I would literally just go for that term there. I would copy that, or even go with Tucson Plumber. Let's just go with that. Literally include that in important places like the page title, which they're not currently doing, the meta description. I would add it inside the header 1 tag, which is the text that appears first near the top of a website if it's organized correctly for search engines. We could see that this website has 2 H1, so I would remove this or classify this piece of text as an H2 header, just telling Google like, hey, this term here is not as important as the H1 is, and we want to prioritize that. We want to let you know that that's really important for us, which is why we've included it there. We want to include it in the page title, description, and I'd probably sprinkle it throughout the text here. Maybe I would even add like another header 2 here, add some spacing and padding above this image, and I would say why customers choose Waterway Plumbing in Tucson, or why we are the top rated Tucson plumbers, something along those lines where I can add the search phrase. And that would tell Google like, hey, we want to get found for that. And I would also add maybe like another section here, or like try to include it near the bottom header, which is that. And that would literally that would increase our relevancy for Tucson Plumbing, Tucson Plumber Services, plumbing services, etc. and we could see that they have a little bit of relevancy. They're currently getting found. This is their website in position 67 and 88 for these terms here. So literally, I would just add Tucson AZ Plumbing where it makes sense throughout the page title, throughout the page copy, right? Or literally use the examples that I gave. And another thing too, in order to appear here, is I would literally I would create a Google Business Profile. So if you don't already have one, do that. Because if we type in Waterway Plumbing Google Business Profile, GBP, I don't see it here. And so that makes me wonder if they even have one. Another way to try to go about it is click on More Businesses here and just type in Waterway Plumbing, On the Way Plumbing, Fangeli, whatever it is. So right off the bat, they don't have, it looks like they don't have one. So it's really important if we want to get down here to create one. Obviously, there's a lot more things to do. I'm only scratching the surface, and I'm giving like a 5-minute audit of what to do, right? But one of the services that I offer is literally creating the page outline, or what we call the content outline or content brief, for what text should exist on each page that we want to get found for. And this is just the home page. So literally, I would probably, honestly, what I would do is just repurpose all this content and start from scratch and add more text to each page here, because right now it's really thin. We probably have like, I don't know, how many words is this? Word counter. This is 266 words, and I believe Google considers 1,000 words or less as thin content, which just means it's not quality content according to Google's eyes. And so if we want to play nice with Google, I would add more words here that make sense, structure the page copy in a way that makes sense. I might get some ideas from some local competitors and see how they structure their headers, see what they write about, etc. And get some inspiration from this. You could even put it in ChatGPT if you really wanted to, but just make sure that each keyword you're optimizing for is relevant for one page, because we don't want our different services to cannibalize and interfere with the keyword rankings that each one should adhere to. And so that's just something to note. It's always a good idea to do a competitive analysis, but I just wanted to give you guys this quick 5-minute audit, and let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this one. Short and sweet, but really effective and powerful, because some websites aren't optimizing for really basic search terms. And these people are busy. They've got plumbing businesses to do. They're not marketing experts or SEO experts, and so this makes sense on why that's the case. But it's a really easy fix, and it's a really powerful way to improve your website's performance for Google search engines. Subscribe and like the video if you want to see more like this. I will see you guys soon.